Hello, day 4 of the reset and things are going very well. Day 2 I had a slight headache in the evening, probably 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I really attribute that to not quite enough water throughout the day. I was outside in the sun working in the garden a little bit, had the day off, and I just don't think I had enough water in me throughout the day, and so that probably caused the headache in the evening. It wasn't real bad, but it was bad enough that it was uncomfortable. Week 1 is all about reclaiming your health. And whenever you go through this program, you'll get a book, very in-depth book, and it just talks about, reclaiming and the purpose of it and what happens. I'm in day 4, so day 4 meal plan. I had my fruit for for breakfast. It was delicious, loved it. I did papaya. And I prepared it last night, cut it up, and it was interesting. I've never cut up papaya before. Wasn't quite sure exactly if it was ripe or not, but it tasted fine. It was a little different, but it tasted okay. And then I also had strawberries for breakfast. And you got 2 cups of fruit, and then a multigrain bread, 1 piece of toast, and a little bit of yogurt. So I had my breakfast this morning. Lunch is going to be nori rolls, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's right here, these. Okay, so I made these yesterday, and no, they did not turn out that pretty. Not at all, but it still tasted very good. And in it is tempeh, which I was very scared of, to be honest. It was the one thing on the whole menu that really kind of freaked me out. It is a fake protein made from soy, and you cook it in some olive oil in a frying pan, and you just kind of technically fry it, so to speak. And it was crispy, and it reminded me a little bit kind of like a tater tot, so to speak. It was nice, and it was thinner though, and then you just kind of lay that in when you roll it, and it gave it its crunch, and it's the protein. So it actually was good. So I was relieved by that, because I'm having that today as well. And I'm hoping that I can actually roll it correctly today, so that you can actually eat it right. Also for lunch today is a lentil lime salad. I had that yesterday for dinner, I believe. I didn't make it right. I think I diluted it too much with the water, and so it didn't quite have that lime taste to it that it should. It was my very first time cooking lentils, as well as, to my knowledge, eating them. And I think you get a whole cup of it. So that was a little trying yesterday to get that much down. I mean, it tasted fine, but I'm sure it would taste better if I actually would have made it right. But it being my first time, it was, a cup was a little much, but I definitely could eat it on the side with something. And then also for lunch is a microgreen salad. This time we're going to take out the nuts and seeds. Before I was toasting cashews with them. And that tasted good, and then you make a dressing to go on to it. So a lot of food for lunch, and I'm definitely hungry at this point. It's about 11:30, quarter to 12, and I ate my breakfast at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm definitely ready for lunch. Haven't had any snacks in between, and really the goal is for females, definitely not to snack from your breakfast to your lunch. The breakfast is a lot of food too, and then you're also taking these Optimize little pills, which the booklet also goes through and talks about what each of these are for, what it does for your body, and the benefits of them. So I take 2 of these a half hour before I eat. The Oxygenize is a liquid. You 10 to, I think, 15 drops, and then Mineralize is what I put in my water, and it's Himalayan salt to help with the pH balances. And then for dinner tonight, we're doing a stir-fried veggie, which I'm really excited about. I'm looking forward to making that. Cucumber and tomato salad, and then quinoa, and then some nori gamasio, which I didn't get sesame seeds, so I won't be making that, the dressing for it. So things are going really well. My biggest challenge right now is the snacking part. I've noticed that probably around 1:30, I get very snacky, even though I've just eaten, and 1:30, 2 o'clock, so I really have to think about going and doing something else, keeping myself occupied so that I can wait until it's time to actually have the snack. 3 out of the 4 days I did do the afternoon snack. The one day I did not. I was outside and just kind of slipped by. I didn't even think about it. Still kept drinking my water. And then in the afternoon too, there is a little packet that you stick in water, and it is alkalinized or something like that. I can find it here. Yeah, alkalinized. Okay, anyways. And it's that. And then you have that every day around mid-afternoon. Okay. I am down 3 pounds since I started, and it's only been 4 days. And I really attribute that to just better eating. Different eating than what I'm used to. Cutting out a lot of the different carbs. And very minimal on the meats. No red meat. I haven't had any red meat in the last 4 days. I've had 1 day of a little bit of chicken, and 2 days I did the salmon meal twice. So I've had salmon twice of 6 ounces. Otherwise, protein has been coming from other sources. Doing well. I'm excited. I'm excited that week 1 is going as well as it is. I was really a little anxious that I was going to be sick days 3, 4, and 5. Day 3 was fine. A little tired, but otherwise I was fine. Day 4, I've been fine. Was tired in the morning, but otherwise doing good. Hoping tomorrow's the same. All right. Have a good day, guys.